friend, it is after 3 a.m. and I attempted to do this video before, so I just pray that the Holy Spirit takes over as he once did, and he does what he did just now. This is for someone because there's no reason why I keep getting on here when God prompts me to, and then this app decides to put music over what I'm saying and just ruins it. But what had happened was is that some of you are going through very painful situations. And I'm here to remind you that the tears that you cry, the silent prayers that you make, the prayers that come out without any words, those are the most powerful prayers you could ever pray. Those are the prayers that are the closest to God's heart. Those are the prayers that are answered in the moments where you think it's all over. When you think it's all said and done, that's when he shows up. And he's reminding you today that it's all in seasons. It's not going to be this way forever. The seasons are ever changing. There's a beginning and an ending to something, but the end of this is the beginning of you. The end of this is the beginning of you, and there's nothing that will be able to stop this new thing from coming to pass because he has already started it. He has already started it, and there's not a devil in hell that will be able to stop it. I am speaking from experience when I tell you I have been there. When all I had to do was surrender over and over again. I said, I am scared, but send me. I am scared, but I trust you. I'm going to do it because you told me to. I'm going to do it because I believe you. I have looked real crazy in front of people, in front of my family, in front of my mom. At one point she was like, are you sure you're talking to God or you're crazy? I said, I'm crazy for God, and I walk in crazy faith because he's a God that still speaks. He is a God that is still making ways. He made ways for me where there was supposed to be no way. He made ways for me when they told me I was gonna die. He made ways for me when they ensured to curse me with words. So if they have told you you're not gonna make it, I'm here to tell you it's a lie. If they have told you you're not good enough, I'm here to tell you that it's a lie. If they have told you you're never going to amount to anything, I'm here to remind you that God uses the weak and foolish things of this world to confound, confuse the wise, because they feel like they know it all. But the God that we serve is the God of the impossible. The God that we serve is the God of the little people, because the first will be last. You have to keep in mind that he uses the meek. He uses what the world rejects. If you have been rejected all your life, I'm here to tell you congratulations, because that means you have been separated for more, because that means you were meant to stand out. You were never meant to fit in. I thought that standing out was a bad thing when I was growing up. I know now that it is exactly what I was meant to do. It is exactly what was... It was my superpower. Standing out was my superpower, because that is the one thing that no one can take away from me. That is the one thing that no one can replicate. All of the tears are not in vain. All of the pain is not in vain. Your mourning will turn into dancing, and this time the thing is made anew. When he said he's doing something new, he meant it. The things that you used to see, you will never see again. The enemies that used to follow you around and torment you, you're never going to see them again. The level that he's taking you, there's new people. There's new connections, there is divine appointments, there is love, there is peace, there is joy, and there is nothing that can take away from you, because this time the blessing is forever. This time the blessing is until the very end. This time the devil cannot touch it. This time the devil cannot interfere with it. He has tried for way too long, and it's time for you to wake up and tell him no. My blessing is my blessing, and you have no right in my life, and you're not going to take it away because you have been defeated. This is the time where you look at God and you say, Lord, here I am, send me. And when you say it, mean it. When you say it, mean it. There is no reason for me to be awake at 3:26 in the morning trying to film this video again, but here I am. Here I am because he sent me to let you know that he's with you, that he's for you, and nobody can stand against you. Because he's in your corner, and he's the one fighting your battles. Your tears are not in vain. The pain is going to work out for your good. The situation is going to turn around. He's going to give you honey from the rock. He's going to part the Red Seas for you. He's going to tell those dry bones to live, and they will live again. He wants to remind you that you're the head and not the tail, that you're above and not beneath, that you are beautiful, my darling, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. These are the promises in the book of life for you, to breathe life into you, to let you know that it's not over, to let you know to try again, to let you know that it is not impossible. Nothing is impossible for him. That he's going to show up for you. It's never too late. He's always an on-time God. A lot of people say he shows up at the 11th hour. No, he does not. He shows up exactly when you're ready for him to show up. He shows up exactly when you are ready for him to show up. And he's just here to tell you and to remind you that it is just a season and it's going to be over sooner than you know it. And in the next season, you will forget the bad days. You will forget the bad memories. You will forget the bad taste that some people place in your mouth. So do not be scared to walk away from people, from relationships, from situations that don't serve you. Do not be afraid in this season to do what God is calling you to do. Do not be afraid to step out in crazy faith. Everything he told you is coming to pass. And you heard right. You heard right. Don't let them confuse you. Don't let them tell you, no, you don't hear from God, because God is still speaking. And follow peace. Always follow peace, because that's where he leads you. The peace, the love, the joy, and all the good things that are coming in this season is from him, and it's going to be so different. That shadow of shame that used to be on your face, it's not going to be there anymore. You're going to glow. You're going to glow, and you're going to grow, and you're going to expand in the most beautiful ways, and you're going to bloom, because it's not over for you. It's not over, and it will never be over. Because we walk in victory and all for victory. The enemy has already been defeated, so he has nothing on you. I pray that it has found you well. I pray that this has encouraged you and it has helped you. And I pray that it did what the Lord said it was going to do. Bye, friend.